Hey there everyone, and welcome to the second to last embroidery tutorial on this 90 variation chain stitch sampler, which good heavens has been going on for a long time. We have 2 more stitches to learn in this video and then just 1 more to go, so let's get right to it. Today's stitches are Basque Stitch and Petal Chain Stitch, which end up looking quite similar from a bit of a distance. I've split my outer circle into thirds for the final 3 stitches, so let's start with Basque Stitch on the first third. For this stitch, you'll want to use that good old slide method of stitching for the best results. We'll start by coming up on the outer line and going back down 1 stitch length away, sliding our needle through to the top line directly above. Your needle should be on top of your working thread like so, and then grab that thread and wrap it over and then under the tip of the needle. Over left to right, and then under right to left. Pull your needle through to create a twisted lazy daisy, then tack it down at the top. Come back up on the far side of this petal, inside the little corner of thread you've created. This will help hold that down as you continue. Now we are just repeating the pattern, so we go back down 1 stitch length away, sliding through to the top line, then wrapping the working thread, which should already be behind the eye of the needle, over the tip of the needle before pulling through and tacking down. Moving on to Petal Chain Stitch, this is basically what happens if you combine Lazy Daisy and Stem Stitch. This stitch looks best on a curve, but you can easily curve it in either direction. Start with a single stem stitch, coming up in the middle inside of your first straight stitch, then turn that into a perpendicular Lazy Daisy by going back down in the same spot, coming up on the top line and going through the loop you've created. Tack it down before coming up on the far side of the base of your petal, starting the next stem stitch. Back up in the center, which is also now the end of the previous stitch, and then make that vertical chain loop and tack it down on top. Continue that way all the way to the end. And that's it! 2 great edging stitches here, which you can also really play around with on circles and swirls. Basically, they both do great on curves. Well, we are coming to the end of this exploration of chain stitch, and all stitches even slightly related, so if you've been itching to learn some new stitches, head on over to my Etsy shop to pick up a PDF pattern. You've got a solid backlog of tutorials ready and waiting for you. As always, thank you so much for supporting my channel and learning along with me. It's a pleasure to get to share this beautiful craft with you all, and I love how much I grow along the way. One more stitch to go, so I'll see you next time.